What is good, y'all? Welcome back, man. Now listen, it's been over 24 hours since Kendrick Lamar dropped his Euphoria Drake diss, man. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, since I reacted to the song, I've listened to it at least like 4 or 5 times since the reaction. And there was a lot of things that I caught on each listen that I didn't catch in my first listen, which was my reaction video. And I got real frustrated. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta do a video dissecting this song. This is not a reaction. This is not something I've ever done before here on the channel. But I got the lyrics pulled up right here. Genius got them posted. So shout out Genius. I'm gonna go through some of these bars, man. And I want y'all to also chime in. Now I'm gonna give y'all my interpretation of some of these bars and what I think they meant. And I want y'all to also get in the comments. Let me know, was I wrong on some of them? Let me know how y'all interpreted some of the bars, man. So yeah, we ain't doing no more talking, man. New to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. We just jumping right into it. So listen, first line, it was like a weird, which I heard that this was actually from the classic movie The Wiz. If you grew up like I grew up, you watched The Wiz at least 4 times a week. Richard Pryor. If you reverse this, it's a saying that Richard Pryor had. I think it was something like, everything you said about me was true or something like that. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong on that. So that was the first little reverse thing, man. So moving forward, let's see. I'm not going to go through every single bar, but there was a lot of bars. So I do not know how long this video is going to be. Superpowers getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. Famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now is spiraling. Like I said on the reaction, that's obviously a dig at Drake. He was on Degrassi. You know, he's desperate to the point you're doing AI songs now. You're impersonating Pac and Snoop now. Is he spiraling now? Is he obsessed with me now? Kendrick is saying, is he obsessed with me? Am I keeping him up at night? So listen. All right. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. Fabricating stories on the family front because you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist. You a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. And this whole little first verse, when Kendrick was calm, this is him just kind of like analyzing the playing field with Drake. Like, listen, it's like I'm kind of like, man, I'm analyzing you. Everything I'm saying in this first verse, I'm going to elaborate on when the beat drops. Now, this Mr. Morale bar, I want y'all to explain this to me. I heard Mr. Morale like once, probably. I'm not even gonna lie. Disclaimer, before we get even further into the video, I listen to Drake a lot more than I listen to Kendrick Lamar. Gotta point that out there. I think Drake is an incredible rapper, so there is no bias in this video. No bias, man. We gotta keep it real as meal. So I want y'all to explain this. The family front, because you heard Mr. Morale. What does that mean? Because I'm not even gonna click on it. I want y'all to let me know. So this line right here, oh my god, I did not catch this one in the reaction. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been in your collection. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, pretty much saying, Drake, you're not for us, by us. Questioning if Drake is really your brother. Like, you align more with the Tommy Hilfiger side of things than you do the FUBU side of things, which was something that Rick Ross was also hitting at weeks back. FUBU never had been in your collection. Interesting. Questioning Drake's blackness. I make music that electrify him. You make music that pacify him. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Kendrick pretty much implying Drake is doing the music to pretty much, and the way I took that, he's doing music to keep the youth intact with him in order to really keep him relevant. Drake would be relevant regardless. I said this before, if Drake pretty much got into that OG role instead of trying to fit in with the Yachty's and the 21 Savage and the Sexy Reds and Tizo and all them young niggas, Drake would still be just as relevant. But I think Kendrick meant like, you're trying to fit in just to keep all these young fans happy because that's who's going to the concerts. That's who's running the streams up right now. All right, man. So we gonna move on. So now we on to the verse. The beat then dropped. All right. This line right here. I got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house like I'm Joe. Now, if you know the history with the Jackson 5s, Michael Jackson, Joe Jackson. Michael Jackson had a little pet rat, a mouse. It was in the house. Benjamin. Michael Jackson. So many ways you can take this bar like I'm Joe. Joe Jackson had Benjamin and a Jackson in his crib. Drake always refers to himself. I'm not going to say he refers to himself, but he compares himself musically to Michael Jackson. You know, he has the hits like Michael Jackson and all this and that. And Kendrick even alluded to this before. Prince outlived Mike Jack, but Drake will forever, you know, and Drake is a huge artist. It's hard to debate against Drake with as many hits that he has. And this could also be a play on Kendrick saying, like I'm Joe Jackson. Nigga, I'm your dad. I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy. Come on, man. All right. Let's see. I'm reading through some of these, man. This is unedited. This is an unedited video. I'm not editing all this. Oh, you thought the money, the power, the fame would make you go away. Have you ever? Let's play. Let's see. I hate when a rapper talk about guns, then somebody die. They turn into nuns, then hop online like pray for my city. He faking for likes and digital hugs. I feel like this was an in general bar because a lot of people do this. I don't think this was directed at Drake. I could be wrong though. This right here. His daddy a killer. He wanna be Junior. They must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I'll park his son. Now, I saw some people said that this was directed at mob ties, J Prince Jr., which have very close ties with Drake. I'm not going to say that this is, because I didn't know that there was any issue between the Prince family and Kendrick Lamar. But this line right here. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. Parkinson's disease, the shaky, crazy play on words, man. That was something I did not catch in the reaction. I felt like I should have caught it, but I'm like, man, what does he mean by this? But yeah, on the second listen, I caught that on the second listen. I was like, oh my God, that is lethal. All right, the first time I shot me a Draco, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today, I'll show you I learned from those mistakes. Kendrick saying, listen, I'm about to stoop to a low level with you now. I was too nice with you before. Drake, now it's time to, come on, man. If we gonna take it there, we taking it there, man. So this line right here. Somebody had told me that you got a ring on God. I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave, referring to the ring. I think it was the crown ring that Tupac had. Drake bought it. And when I first heard this song, I'm like, is he talking about the AI Pac song? Then I remembered that Drake cashed out on a lot of jewelry. It was even some stuff from Pharrell or something, or he melted it. I don't know. But the ring that Drake had, so Kendrick saying, man, I'll pay double to bring that back to the West Coast. I'll be damned if Pac would even want to affiliate with a dude like you, Drake. Crazy, man. So, it's 3 GOATs left. And I seen 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage, referring to Drake and J. Cole, who had the tour together. And okay, kissing and hugging kind of crazy, a little exaggerative. But he then said, I love him to death, and in 8 bars, I'll explain that phrase. And it was actually 8 bars. Actually 8 bars. But he did say, I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. Of course, he doesn't refer to literally killing them. But lyrically, I'm going to have to do what I got to do to both of y'all. Y'all too friendly. Y'all on stage hugging. There's no such, we can't share this crown. What do you mean we can't share this crown? Y'all on stage, this is not that. There's only one GOAT. But if it's 3 GOATs left, 2 of them hugging on stage, what is going on? All right, I don't like you popping at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Of course, like I said, Drake and Pharrell. I didn't know how deep the issue was with Drake and Pharrell because I just thought it was about some jewelry or something. I didn't think it was that deep. He then proceeds to say, yeah, call that pushing P. Let me see your Pusha T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. I said this in a reaction. Got some mixed reactions to it. Pusha T, up until this point, was Drake's toughest opponent. Pusha T had a lot of dirt on him. Pusha T, the reason why we seen Drake with his kid, pretty much. It was crazy timing on that. Crazy timing on that, man. And Pusha T, and even before that, like I said, Exodus. Man, Pusha was coming at everybody. Drake could not combat Push. And that's the thing. Drake could not combat Push, man. But Kendrick saying, you better off going at it with him again. It's like, man, Kendrick, what are you preparing to do at this point? If he's better off going at the man that gave him the hardest time, like Kendrick, what do you got planned at this point, man? All right, man. So let me skip ahead a little bit. I know some shit about niggas that make Gunna wanna look like a saint. And when I first heard this bar, I'm like, is he implying that Drake is telling? Is he implying that a lot of rappers are telling? And then I want to say it was either 3rd or 4th list, and I'm like, or maybe he's talking about if Kendrick pretty much gets to ranting about a lot of these rappers, he's gonna talk more than, and I rock with Gunna, salute to Gunna, but he's gonna talk more than somebody, you know, taking a plea deal. Like I'm gonna talk so much on the stand about a lot of y'all favorite people. It'll make Gunna look like a saint. All right, man. So now we get into the part of the song where Kendrick pretty much admits that he is a hater. So I hate the way that you walk, the way you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch a flight, it's gonna be direct. Listen, I like this right here. And I'm gonna tell you why I like this. And I said this in a reaction. It's honest, man. Kendrick Lamar is being completely honest about how he feels about Drake. This is not Kendrick taking a shot at anybody else. Kendrick hates Drake, and that is beyond evident in this, man. You know, the thing that kind of gets me confused is there are some bars in here where I'm like, okay, they might still be mutual. Not mutual, but like he might have love for him. But when it got to this part, and Kendrick pretty much saying, nigga, I hate everything about you, I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. But Kendrick pretty much saying, nigga, I hate you. I hate everything you stand for. I hate everything about you. So, we hate the bitches you fuck. Cause I'm trying to censor myself, I'm sorry. Cause they confuse themselves with real women. And notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm with the culture feeling. Kendrick saying, listen, we all feel like this. Not everybody's gonna say this, but we all feel like this. Kendrick is a highly influenced voice in the culture. And I saw some people were saying, you know, Drake is up there. And they not up there, and bro only like 37, 38 for real. But it's kind of like what I was hearing people saying is Drake likes the younger women. I'm not sure where Kendrick was going fully with that. If he said like, you know, with real women, I don't know. I don't want to make something that is not. So So then, you know, he starts questioning Drake's, you know, how black can you be? How many more black features? How many more, you know, like you about that life? But this right here, man, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. And that's an honest opinion from Kendrick, because I respect that. We look at Poetic Justice, man, with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Tough. I love that sound, but Drake makes slaps regardless, man. This line right here. You gonna make it bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed some. Now, years back, I want to say it was like 2016, 2015, there was a situation with Diddy and Drake and his people. A lot of people kind of moved past it. I think Diddy even had an interview. He was like, oh, I don't want no smoke or whatever. But I don't know what happened specifically. K-Dot probably knows more details. And Chubbs, of course, is Drake's right-hand man. Drake is oftentimes said in songs that Chubbs really get like that. He really get like, you don't want to see Chubbs reach into that bag. Kendrick saying, I want to see if yo people really like that. Because a lot of people around Drake, when Like That dropped, man, it was people in Drake's camp talking crazy online, which is crazy. Kendrick saying, I want to see if y'all really like that. All right. My first one, like my last one, is a classic. You don't have one. That's cap. That's the one line in this that I might have to disagree with. Drake got a lot of classics, man. I got my phone right here. We could literally, I could list some classic projects from Drake. You know, like I said, I'm not going to be biased in this. I got to be real. Personally, if we look at Drake's projects throughout the years, So Far Gone, classic. I personally like Thank Me Later. I know a lot of people don't. But I say So Far Gone, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same. If you're reading this, it's too late. I would say Views is also a classic. And I'll say Unpopular Opinion, Certified Lover Boy. I know a lot of people don't rock with that one, but yeah. I didn't really care too much for Scorpion. It definitely had some slaps though. More Life had a couple slaps. And I'm not gonna count as collab tapes, but Drake got some classics, man. All right. Let your core audience stomach that and tell them where you get your abs from. Big rumor that Drake has fake abs. All right. Headshot for the year, You Better Walk Around Like Daft Punk. Remember? Like, the way he said it, remember, was very reminiscent to the Worst Behavior song from Drake. Remember? But I don't know. I didn't get the Daft Punk line. Y'all fill me in on that one. I know who Daft Punk is, but I'm not into him like that. I gotta be honest with y'all. All right. Let's see. Hey, Top Dog. Who the they think they playing with? Extortion my middle name soon as you jump off the plane, bitch. Saying don't come to Cali. Do not come to LA. Cause this is what I'm on. I'm allergic to the lames. Only you like being famous. Kendrick don't care about the Instagram likes. He don't care about popping out at the club. Kendrick don't even post on social media unless it's a song. Bro, he don't do none of that. Kendrick don't care about none of that. Let's look at it for what it is, man. Drake is always in the mix. He's always at the club. He's at wherever everybody is. Whoever's the most popping person right now, he right there. Kendrick saying I don't care about that. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a who you hang with. Drake hangs with a lot of young niggas, man. Yachty is one of them. Saying, man, Yachty, how old is Yachty? 26? That man is 11 years younger than you. He's not gonna get you no swag either. And I feel like a couple of bars on this song, I'm kind of like, it's the same thing that, you know, and shout out, y'all know who said some of these things. A lot of people said, I can't really narrow it down to one person, but after For All the Dogs dropped, there was a lot of people saying, man, Drake, you kind of need to, and I kind of said it too, you kind of need to grow up, man. Like, I get you're trying to appeal to the younger audience, man. Smart, right? But I feel like a lot of us fans that have been around since the beginning of your career, you know, kind of want you to kind of get to that level where you're like, all right, I'm big OG now. I'm not trying to stay with the trendy TikTok-y sexy baby daddy shit. You know, I'm trying to get to that level because we know Drake's capable of it. I feel like he's just telling Drake to grow up, man. So, surprised you wanted the feature request. You know that we got some to address. First person shooter was allegedly rumored to be J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar. K-Dot probably answered the phone and said, nigga, no. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do a song with you. We still got an issue with each other. Don't think I moved past it. We are not the world. This ain't We Are the World. We still got something to address. I'm surprised you wanted that feature. I should have texted you, actually. Let me get the plane for the weekend. If you want the feature. Alright, man. I even hate the way you say the word nigga. But that's just me. I guess some just cringe worthy. It ain't even gotta be deep. The execution of that bar is fire. Kendrick saying, listen, I'm not gonna come at, I'm not gonna come at you like that. That kind of sound crazy. No, Diddy. But it's just cringeworthy, man. And for the Gilly, you to call this corn on the cob, this song is far from corny. You can't sit up here and call what this song was corny, but you can't call out some of the stuff that Drake did as corny. That's just, you can't do that, man. Because Drake did some corny shit. Let's be honest. Drake is one of my favorite rappers, man. But some of it is kind of cringeworthy. But him just saying, listen, it ain't even got to be deep. We gonna move on. Man. All right. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's the man? Because I ain't seen him yet. Again, referring to telling Drake, grow up. Stop trying to hang around with the class of 2016. You are up there. This right here, man. When I see you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Questioning Drake's sassiness, man. Pretty much saying like Drake is that conceited where he sees himself as a bad bitch. That he might want to pop with Sexy Red. Kind of crazy, man. All right. You was signed to it. Nigga, that's signed to it. Nigga, that said he was signed to that. A play on Pusha T's Exodus, like I mentioned on the reaction. I don't know, Birdman said where he stood in this whole beef. I didn't. I don't know Drake's contractual obligation to YMCMB. I don't think that I wouldn't imagine that he still has a business relationship with them. I don't know. Could be wrong though. Try to cease and desist on the Like That record. Oh, what? You ain't like that record? Back to back, I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record. Then he kind of left it alone. Cease and desist to Like That. It was rumored that the song was actually longer, but the official version was cut out. I don't know if the cease and desist has something to do with that. If it's true and he sent the cease and desist, and I'm not talking about the Kanye version, if he sent the cease and desist to that song before, it's some whole shit. I'm not even gonna lie. We gotta call that out because come on, man, it's hip hop, bro. Made me wonder what else was on that song though. But the back to back, Kendrick saying that he liked that record, one of the greatest diss songs of the modern age. Him saying I'll get back to that. Maybe the next song he elaborates, is he implying that Drake had ghostwriters on back to back? I don't know, man. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on? Because y'all think my life is rap. That's some shit. I got a son to raise, but you don't know nothing about that. Listen, getting dirt on people to diss them is kind of weird. Kendrick pretty much saying, man, I don't care about this rap stuff. I'm great at it, but this is not consume my life. And I respect that. I got real grown man stuff going on in life, just like all of us. Bro, this is not a character I'm playing. I'm not doing none of that. And then pretty much coming at Drake's fatherhood skills, man. Saying that, you know, he doesn't teach his son this and that and the third, morals, integrity, discipline. Crazy. Very personal. Very, very personal. So Drake, I expect a headshot next diss track because there's no way you can let this slide, man. Alright, so we gonna move on. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20. If I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Oh my God. Drake said, what is this, a 20v1? Kendrick said, actually, it's me versus you and your ghostwriters. He's gonna smack every ghostwriter. Oh, man. Am I battling ghosts or AI? Niggas feeling like Joel Osteen. Funny. He was in a film called AI. And my sixth sense telling me off. Referring to, of course, the Tupac and Snoop Dogg AI song, which, yes, it did what it did, but it honestly, looking back on it, especially after this song, it kind of hurts Drake a little bit. I personally like the AI song. I thought it was really creative, but at the end of the day, man, you're using AI. Like, you can't find no dirt on me to where you gotta use AI to kind of taunt me. He called them OV ho niggas. Crazy. Alright, man. What other lines stood out? The Crody stuff. Now, I want to look this up because I heard some people saying that Crody is a disrespectful word in Canada. I heard. But I'm gonna Crody meaning. Toronto. Oh, it's like brother, like bro. Okay, so I thought it was like, because somebody was like, oh, he called him a pussy, like that's what Crody means. So it was like him just mocking where he's from, pretty much, man. So let me see. Pretty much saying after industry, if you take it there, I'm taking it further. That's something you don't want to do. I feel like Kendrick got something on Drake. I think Kendrick has something on Drake. And this song right here, this wasn't the kill shot song. I wanted to say it at the beginning of this video. This wasn't the kill shot song. I think this is Kendrick saying, okay, you dropped that push-ups. This is my response to push-ups. And if you want to take it a little further than this, I can spin it right back. I think Kendrick knows something. And I feel right now, Drake is on the clock. And of course, the song ends. We don't want to hear you say nigga no more. Again, questioning Drake's blackness. So, this, I don't know. I really don't know what Kendrick knows about Drake. But whatever it is, I think it's going to be colossal. Drake, I know for a fact, is prepared. I think he had a diss song for Kendrick that he was going to drop once Kendrick dropped his response to push-ups. But because it's May 1st, it's been a day, I got to give him some time. I don't want us to put a time restraint on people, man. It's kind of toxic that us as fans do that. It's kind of Drake's fault for the whole, I waited 4 days, nigga, where y'all at? But, take your time, Drake. Take your time. Analyze this. Don't drop that other little diss song that you had, because this was a lot in this song. Don't be nice with it. You got to respond to this in an aggressive way. And I know Drake can do it. But my thing is, if you do it, Drake, listen. Kendrick's a different beast from a lot of the other people that you may have beefed with. All due respect to them. This is somebody who does not care. Kendrick is at the point of his career. He's done everything there is to do in hip hop. He don't care about the fame. He don't care about going viral. Kendrick is pretty much, Kendrick's trying to kamikaze this nigga at this point. And that's a very dangerous man, because I feel like Kendrick is at the point he has nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. And he's questioning Drake's insecurities. on this song. So Drake, load up. Come on. Like we gotta get crazy, man. Next song gotta get crazy. But like I said, if it gets crazy, Kendrick got something on Drake. He's got something. Cause there was a few lines in this where he was like, we'll get back to that at a later date. I'm waiting to see what you gotta say. Now, looking at this song, after hearing this song, man, I'm like, salute to Cole. I know a lot of us gave J. Cole hell. Listen, he backed out. At first, I'm like, man, what are you doing? Cole knew this was gonna happen. And Cole, he caught a couple strays, but he's still alive. Cole is fine. He's over there. He's away. He's, working on his next project. I think Cole knew. Like, this is getting personal. You're bringing up people's families now. Listen, K-Dot, I think in Cole's perspective, Kendrick, I respect you as an artist. You are like my brother. We are in the same type of class. Going head to head with you lyrically, that's what I want. I don't want this to turn personal. I'm gonna back out, because this right here with Kendrick and Drake, and Kendrick legit hates Drake, man. That's one thing that's honest. He hates Drake. I want to see where this goes from here, man. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions on some of these bars. Let me know what y'all thought about them as well. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. And until the next video, I'll see y'all then. Thank you for watching MANIACITV or listening wherever you're listening at, man. I'm out.